third day of the 5-day Hindu festival of Tihar has been observed today. While most of the country is immersed in Tihar fervor, the government decision to ban popular video sharing app TikTok has drawn mixed reactions. Also in this edition of Kantipur News, we have updates about the role of province government after the devastating earthquake in Jazarkot and Rukum West. Good evening, I am Prarambha Dahal. Let's begin with the main stories. The government decides to ban popular video sharing platform TikTok in Nepal, attributes its negative effects on social harmony, decision opposed by parties of the ruling coalition itself. Third day of Tihar Gai Puja performed today. Consumers flock markets to purchase flowers, tika and sweets, all generations enjoying Deusi Vailo. Karnali province fails to ensure efficient relief and resettlement for survivors of the earthquake. No preparation for disaster risk reduction, evident lack of collaboration between three tiers of the government. And Kolhapur developing as the center of sports, more physical infrastructures in the offing. Enthusiasts demand for an international standard cricket academy. The government has decided to ban video sharing platform TikTok in Nepal. A government spokesperson and Minister for Communication and Information Technology, Rekha Sharma, informed about the decision of today's meeting of the Council of Ministers to ban the app in Nepal. Citing the platform's impact on social harmony, the government has decided to ban the platform.
लगातार एउटा सामाजिक सञ्जाल टिकटकबाट जुन लगातार रूपमा सामाजिक सद्भाव बिथोलिने गरेर र विभिन्न हाम्रो पारिवारिक संरचना हाम्रो सामाजिक सम्बन्धलाई खलबल ल्याउने गरी जुन लगातार प्रचार प्रसार भइरहेका छन् यस सन्दर्भमा अहिले तत्काललाई टिकटक बन्द गर्ने भन्ने अहिले क्याबिनेटको बैठक निर्णय गरेको छ र यसको निम्ति प्राविधिक रूपमा हामीले निर्णय गरेर सञ्चार मन्त्रालयलाई यो निर्देशन गर्ने भन्ने पनि निर्णय भएको छ.
Nepal Telecommunications Authority has been directed for immediate implementation of the government decision. Meeting of the Council of Ministers held at the official residence of the Prime Minister in Baluta today has also decided to provide 50,000 rupees each to the families displaced by the devastating earthquake in Jazarkot and Rukum West for their temporary settlement. The State Affairs Committee of the Parliament had taken stock of the earthquake-hit areas, heard grievances of the survivors and had furnished a report to Prime Minister Pushpakamal Dahal. The committee had directed the government to ensure immediate aid and relief for the survivors. Today's meeting has assigned the responsibility of conducting required studies for construction of accommodation facilities and furnishing a report to the Chief Secretary. The Cabinet has also decided to increase amount in the Parliamentary Infrastructure Fund to 10 billion rupees and use the amount for reconstruction works. The government has been facing sharp criticisms for delay in relief and resettlement efforts in the earthquake-hit areas. Victims of the November 3 earthquake with its epicenter in Jazarkot are still taking refuge under makeshift shelters. Politicians and analysts have criticized the government decision of banning popular video platform TikTok, terming it undemocratic. Saying TikTok had created a negative impact on social harmony, the government has said that it had to ban the platform. Former President of the Federation of Nepali Journalists, Shiva Gauli, has said that the government was not able to face the criticisms from social media platforms and had therefore decided to ban TikTok. He also urged the government to withdraw the decision. Main opposition CPNML Deputy General Secretary Pradeep Kiwani said that instead of regulating, imposing a ban on the social media platform was concerning. Members of the ruling party Nepali Congress have also opposed the government decision. General Secretary duo Gagan Thapa and Vishwa Prakash Sharma in their social media posts have opposed the government decision to ban TikTok. Rashtriya Prajatantra Party chairperson Rajendra Lingden has said that the government has embarked on a domineering journey by imposing a ban on TikTok, while Rashtriya Swatantra Party has criticized the government for banning the app instead of taking actions against those abusing the platform. Rashtriya Prajatantra Party Nepal chairperson Kamal Thapa has said that TikTok was a source of information and knowledge while being a platform to exhibit the talent of the users, and has also urged the government to withdraw the decision. Last Thursday, the government had issued a 19-point directive to ensure the sound management of social media platforms. According to Nepal Police, of the total complaints filed at its Cyber Bureau, around 90% are related to the abuse of social media platforms. More than 6,000 cases were registered at the Bureau in the 4 months of the ongoing fiscal year. Except for Nepal, TikTok is fully or partially banned in India, Afghanistan, Australia, Belgium, Canada, Denmark, New Zealand, Norway and the United States of America, and also the United Kingdom. In this context, in our Public Voice segment, we have asked in all provinces what they think of the government's decision to ban TikTok. Let us now take a look at what they had to say.
TikTok मा विभिन्न अनैतिक क्रियाकलाप हुँदै पनि धेरैजना मान्छे डिप्रेसनबाट बस्न सकिरहनु भएको छ। उहाँहरूले टाइम पासको माध्यम भएको छ।
सरकारले लिएको निर्णय टिकटक प्रतिको एकदम सकारात्मक निर्णय रहेको छ।
धेरै नराम्रोहरू पनि आइरहेको छ। मलाई त ठिकै लाग्छ।
एक दुई जना जस्ता निकालिहाल्छन्, त्यस्तो अप्ठ्यारो कुरा छैन त्यसमा। यो सरकारको नीति गलत जस्तो लाग्यो।
धेरैमा भने विकृति नै फैलाएको जस्तो लाग्यो।
राम्रो निर्णय हो सरकारको। जुन समाजमा हाम्रो अश्लीलता फैलिरहेको थियो त्यो रोकथाम अब हुन्छ।
म्युजिकमा भिडियोहरू बनाउनु मिल्थ्यो, अब त त्यो तपाईको इन्स्टाग्रामहरुमा पनि मिलि नै रहेको छ। मलाई त लाग्दैन खासै केही फरक पर्छ भनेर त्यो बन्द गर्यो भने।
यसले चाहिँ अब विकृतिको रूपमा नि धेरै विकृति ल्याएको थियो।
छोराछोरी जम्मा बिगडिया छन्, आइमाई पनि बिगडिएछन्, त्यो बन्द गरे चाहिँ राम्रो छ।
मान्छेहरूले चाहिँ अलिकति आफ्नो चाहिँ कलाहरू देखाउन पाएको छ। त्यसमा चाहिँ मलाई पुरै नहटाएर त्यो विकृति मात्रैलाई हटाउँदा चाहिँ राम्रो होला।
एकदम विकृति नै छ, यसलाई बन्दै गराए सरकारले हामीलाई एकदम राम्रो लाग्छ।
निर्णय त राम्रो हो, तर यो कराईको साथ अगाडि बढाउनु पर्छ।
विकृति नफैलाइकन राम्रोसँग यसलाई चलाएमा बन्द नगरे पनि राम्रै हो।
धेरै विसङ्गति विकृतिहरू पनि फैलाएको छ, त्यसले गर्दा यो सरकारले गरेको निर्णय एकदम ठिक छ।
टिकटकमा व्यस्त भएको कारण धेरै घरमा झगडा आउने, विकृति समाजमा उशृङ्खल विकृतिहरू आउने गरेको थियो। त्यो गर्दा राम्रो लागेको छ।
सन्देशमूलक सूचनामूलक जानकारीहरू पनि टिकटकबाट हामीले प्राप्त गर्ने हुनाले मलाई यसमा अलिकति दुःख पनि लाग्यो।
सरकारले गरेको निर्णय एउटा स्वागत योग्य नै छ।
यसले के गर्छ भने समाजमा हुने जुन विकृति र अश्लीलता फैल्ने जुन कार्य थियो एकदमै न्यून हुने गर्ने अहिले स्थिति आउँछ।
बन्द भन्दा पनि यसलाई चाहिँ अझै यसलाई चाहिँ सुझाव सल्लाह चाहिँ विभिन्न चाहिँ गरेपछि राम्रो हुन्थ्यो।
On the third day of the Hindu festival of Yama Panchak or Deepavali, Gai Tihar was celebrated with much fanfare and enthusiasm across the country today. Cows considered as the representation of Goddess Lakshmi are specially worshipped today, as they are also given some specially prepared delicacies. Cows are also worshipped as mothers, as the milk provided by cows is considered sacred and as nutritious as a mother's milk. Cows also hold other practical implications in a Hindu culture, as its urine is also considered sacred and used to treat various ailments, while cow dung since ages has been used as a source of fuel. The Hindu culture also believes that worshipping cows on the day of Gai Tihar also helps in the salvation of our soul. There is also an age-old tradition of tying the sacred thread that we had received earlier on Raksha Bandhan on the tail of cows on this day of Gai Tihar. The Tihar revelers also indulged in merrymaking with Desi songs and dance as they went around from door to door asking for the blessings of Goddess Lakshmi on households, while in return they were offered money and delicacies specially prepared in Tihar. Earlier, President Ramchandra Podal also performed Gai Puja in this morning at Sheetal Niwas. The Tihar is considered the festival which reflects Nepali traditions and culture. Musical performances of Deusi and Voilo performed during Tihar, which holds religious and cultural significance, adds more flavor to the festival. Members of different communities and regions perform Deusi Voilo in their own ways, while the performances have been given continuity by the new generation with equal fervor. Both urban and rural areas are immersed in Deusi Voilo during Tihar. All generations are equally involved and enjoy in Deusi Voilo. The amalgam of traditional practices and modern elements have brought in Deusi Voilo as well. Those performing Deusi Voilo describe the houses they reach, identify the reasons for them being there, and also make wishes. House owners provide those groups with fruits, sell roti and cash based on their capacity. In the past, Deusi Voilos were performed in traditional attires with Nepali musical instruments, while the participants used to reach each and every possible house in their neighborhood. But in recent times, modern elements have been integrated while performing at a specific location of a neighborhood as well. Meanwhile, culture experts have shared their concerns on losing the traditional elements of Deusi Voilo, as the new generation has been integrating its own aspects based on the interests and requirements. Considering the religious, traditional and cultural significance of Deusi Voilo, it is imperative for the new generation to pay special attention in its conservation. At least 22 incidents of fire have been reported across the country caused by carelessness while setting oil lamps and lights during the ongoing Tihar festival. A house has suffered damages in Bhojpur after catching fire from the lights set up during Lakshmi Puja. Another house in Khatbari, Sankwasava also caught fire from Dio or the oil lamp. A woman was killed in Bhaktapur in a fire. Another such incident was reported in Kumaltar, Lalitpur, while a shop was entirely engulfed by the fire while lighting firecrackers. Based on the police data, at least 22 cases of fire have been reported yesterday and today because of the carelessness while lighting oil lamps, electric lights and playing with firecrackers. Meanwhile, at least 108 people playing cards have been arrested inside the Kathmandu Valley for gambling. Karnali province is in high risk of natural disasters. Massive losses of lives and properties are consequences of floods, landslides, avalanches and fire among other natural disasters in Karnali each year. However, the province government has not been able to ensure adequate strategic preventive measures for risk reduction along with efficient rescue and relief measures, the direct impact of which is seen during dealing with disasters and ensuring resettlement of the survivors. The Karnali province government has not been able to introduce any other plans for resettlement of the survivors of the devastating earthquake except for announcing 200,000 rupees in relief to the family members of those deceased. The three tiers of the government have yet to ensure efficient collaboration for the relief and resettlement of the survivors of the disaster. However, the province government does not accept its flaws. The province government has alleged the federal government of not ensuring their jurisdiction and trying to limit their roles despite having made the most efforts for the treatment of the injured and rescue and relief of those as well. The local and provincial governments have the most important roles to play during disasters. However, the earthquake in Karnali province has raised questions regarding if our province governments have not been sensitive towards their roles and responsibilities. Time now for our segment Public Pulse, where you text us with your opinion.
Public Pulse.
Before we ask today's question, let us take a look at the result from yesterday's poll. Yesterday we asked, what could be the reason for the halting of the government's tender process? 72% were for A, government inability, 20% were for B, lack of funds, and 8% were for C, procedural hassles. Here is our today's question. Why has the role of province governments appeared weak during disasters? Your options are A, lack of willpower, B, lack of clarity and jurisdiction, and C, lack of resources. The voting is on. Type NEWS, select your option A, B or C and send it to 34001 to share your opinion with us. Veri and Nalgarh municipalities of Jajarkot have postponed relief distribution for the survivors of the earthquake. Issuing a notice today, the two municipalities have informed of delaying their relief distribution efforts. According to the municipalities, the relief drive has been postponed to collect exact data regarding the families affected by the earthquake. Meanwhile, women in their pregnancies, lactating mothers and those with long-term illnesses have been asked to contact with the recommendation of their respective ward offices and an official identification or hospital receipt for relief materials.
Sports news.
The 3,500 spectator capacity Mahindra Stadium of Nepalganj has remained quiet since the conclusion of the 8th National Games. At a time when Kolhapur municipality is becoming the center of sporting activities, the stadium, built at an investment of 225.6 million rupees, has become a forgotten story. However, athletes have grown enthused with the investment being made by Kolhapur in sports. International standard physical infrastructures are being constructed at this cricket ground. With the objective of developing the location as a sporting hub, Lumini Province Government and Kolhapur Municipality have agreed for investment in this area. Politicians have also come together for development of sports here. Kolhapur is enthused as Lumini Province Chief Minister Dilip Bahadur Chaudhary has committed of motivating the athletes, ensuring them a future in sports without having to leave the country. Chief Minister Chaudhary has also promised of allocating budget for upgrading sporting venues, including the football ground of Kolhapur. Following investments from the provincial and local government in infrastructures of popular sports, including football and cricket, pressure is mounting for establishment of an international standard academy as well. Around 1,220 million rupees is expected to be required for this purpose. The provincial and local governments have expected support from the federal government for this initiative. That is all for the moment. Up next is the news in Nepali. We wish all of our viewers a happy Tiyar. Celebrate responsibly. Goodbye for now.